Hey gang, happy Wednesday to everybody. Our new time slot tonight.
Woohoo!
Hey, Krista,
Happy
how you doing?
Wednesday. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I told you this backstage, but my wife and I went to the store at about 7 o'clock tonight, and we were coming back, and I'm driving. The windows were down, the air was hitting me. I'm like, I am so freaking tired. Like, why did I do this at 8:30 to 10? But hey,
You know what? We'll get used to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I haven't been sleeping too good the last few nights, so I'm probably just pretty tired. So
yeah, I'm to the point like I miss coming on because like every Saturday,
I know
went on. So
yeah,
when we talked about this, like let's do it.
Yeah, I think I like this better than Saturday nights because last Saturday we didn't have a show, and I'm like, this kind of feels neat to just watch college football if I want to and do
a ghost
investigation,
time, go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weekends free again. So
absolutely.
Yep. So yeah, we're from now on we're going to be Wednesday night, 8:30 to 10 right here.
Yep.
On this.
After you get done with Blondes and Booze or Sir Brian Bowden, tune in over at 8:30.
Yes. So,
Central time.
Central time. I think Brian's still going on. Not Truth or Tinfoil. Show and Tell is wrapping up. So yeah.
Yep. That's cool.
It'll be fun. Next week we have Adam from Half Inch Wrench Crew coming on. That's going to be a fun show.
I tell you what, he and Miguel are some of my favorite people now.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. They are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
From the conference, and Miguel was on a couple weeks ago, and he was really nervous at the conference, but when he got going, and he just knocked it out of the park, and I think he was fantastic, and kind of the same thing when he was on the show this last time. He's just a fantastic person, just a wealth of knowledge, and you were talking about seeing if they want to go someplace and camp where you had some, and we could talk about this a little bit later on. You had some wood knocks and all kinds of stuff happening around St. Louis area.
Yep. Pierre Marquette.
Yeah, Pierre Marquette. And oddly enough, that was last weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. And we were there just about at the same time and didn't know it. You were camping. I was just visiting there that day, just kind of driving around.
I wish I would have known you were there because, man, it was crazy active. You'd have been addicted, man. I'm telling you, it was.
Well,
it's off the charts. We'll talk about it later on the show, but
yeah, we'll get into it. We don't really have any kind of topic to talk about tonight. We're just gonna kind of wherever things tend to go, we'll go there and just have fun time tonight. And then Adam, I don't know if Shelby will be here next Wednesday with him or not. I hope so, but either one, great.
They're both great. They really are. They're good guys, and I think they're up in Minnesota.
Yeah, at least Adam and Miguel are up in Minnesota.
I think Shelby was with them. I thought I seen them in the pictures.
Okay, I just saw a couple pictures. So make sure you check out Sasquatch Theories. Man, I can't talk. I can't say that. And Half Inch Wrench Crew on YouTube, and check them out. Make sure you subscribe to them.
They'll have some good stuff coming out, I know, because they always do.
Yeah.
Tell you what, another one that I enjoyed, I watched. I finally got it in today, and that is they put it out a couple days ago, and that was Hellbent Holler. They were out in the woods, and man, that was good. They got some incredible sounds and stuff. So that's another one. If you guys aren't subscribed to Hellbent Holler, man, go over to Jesse's channel. They're awesome too.
I'm trying to get them to come on the show. I haven't told them about doing Wednesday nights. They know about Tuesday nights, but I'm going to try and get them on. Ever since their, I kind of watched them a little bit here and there, but ever since their Small Town Monsters show was on, they were pretty awesome. That was some pretty cool stuff.
They are two of the best and the nicest people you'll ever meet. They really are. They're good people.
Yeah. I'm loading up something that I wanted to share with you guys. Was it today you were talking with BMR about tattoos? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we did like almost an hour on tattoos, myself, Brian, and BMR.
Yeah. And I was at work kind of just listening, and it was actually, I had it on a little bit so I can hear it, and somebody in the office with me, somebody got a show on or something? I'm like, yeah, that's me. I got my paranormal stuff on. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Go back.
Just my friends.
Yeah. And you guys were talking about this, and I had found this, and like you said, getting that's addicting. That's freaking addicting.
It is.
And I have 4 now, and you just got a really cool one on your leg, wasn't it?
Yep, my leg.
So we're talking about when we're in Alabama in January for Greg's premiere, which, by the way, The Vanished, January 31st in Gardendale, Alabama Civic Center. Make sure you get tickets. Only $15 to get in. Can't beat that. Children under 12 are free. Dang.
And you know what? And Kathy, I know you're watching because you said you were going to watch. I was right. I told her it was cheap. It's like $15 or something. So I'm trying to talk Kathy and Aaron into coming down too.
Yeah, come on down. Even the vendor spots are cheap, $50 for vendors. So January 31st, and we'll be there. I don't know. Is BMR going to be there?
Actually, I might have talked him into it. So
I thought I saw him say that he was going to.
He's looking into it.
Yeah, it'll be
possibly fun. Talked about maybe flying here, and then maybe riding with some of us. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, so I think that'd be cool. And there's a lot of MaryLynn Bast is going to be there. So we'll be there as the Blondes and Booze, but also the 4 Blondes. And
the 4 Blondes will be there.
We'll all be there. So
it'll be a mini reunion for us again. So
it will, and I'm really looking forward to it because those are my people.
Yeah, but you guys had talked about getting a tattoo down there. Everybody kind of going in on Friday and getting one. I picked one out, and I saw this somewhere that I really liked it.
If we do, we have to find a tattoo shop. Oh, I do like that. But we need to make an appointment because there's so many of us. That's cool. Where are you thinking of getting it?
Right here on my arm. Right.
Are you? That's cool.
Right under. I have a shark up here, so I'm going to put that right below that.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I do like that.
So.
Yeah. So we'll we'll let everybody know. Stay tuned because you never know what we'll do. Honestly.
Yeah. And if it doesn't happen down there, then we can get a tattoo back.
Well, here's the thing: we need to find a tattoo shop down there, and then make reservations for who all of us are going to do it. Because I know my guy that I go to, he's booked months out. Like I made an appointment starting in December, and I have an appointment a month until May.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
you're getting sleeves, aren't you?
I am. I'm doing my whole leg sleeve first. And then he's putting all the weird stuff on there, and then I'm going to do my arm. So, but I might save the bottom part of my arm, because I got this one. We got these matching ones, me and the girls. And so if I do something in Alabama, I might do something on the top or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Jilly's going to be in Alabama.
That'd be cool. That'd be great to see her again.
See Jilly again.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Have you had tattoos your whole life, or when you were younger?
I got one, I don't know, 30-something years ago.
Okay. Because I'm not a fan of needles and everything, and I never wanted one. And it seems like ever since I turned 50, I'm like, okay, I want one, and now I want another one and another one. So I guess it's better than some bad habits. But yeah, they're very cool and they're very addicting. So anywho, and I'm not going to get any neck ones. Somebody said on here a neck tattoo.
No,
I'm not getting that. Robert has 55 of them.
Wow,
my God,
it's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, so you were saying that before that there is a nasty spirit out at Ray County.
There is, and he is not friendly.
Yeah, and that's the one in the classroom. You said, right?
Yes, he's the one that he's got kind of a little story to him. He is nasty and he is not nice
Really?
at all.
Yeah.
At all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah. I was walking around with Julie and Natalie and somebody else, and we didn't encounter that one, but we had a nasty one downstairs that just seemed kind of rude.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Well, I think he was just kind of standing outside the door. We're in the room where the guy was chained to the floor where the piano is down there. And he would just, it sounded like he was just trying to get in and either hurt somebody or do something. It was just really nasty. And Natalie was actually standing in the doorway, just kind of yelling at it to stay out and not allowing it to come in and everything. So, and I think there was another spirit or two in the room that we were in that it wouldn't let out of the room or something like that. So it was just being a nasty, I guess. So, I mean, it didn't harm any one of us. I mean, I didn't check to see if I got scratched or anything, but it didn't harm any of us or nothing was attached or anything to us. So,
So the backstory, this guy, you guys have heard me talk about it before, but it was during one of the events over there. And when I was up in that area, I would always go to the museum and, sit with Kathy while she did events and stuff, Aaron and I. And she had something going on, and we were just sitting in the genealogy room, Kathy and I got choked just sitting in there. And, that's usually a pretty safe room, So anyway, to make a long story short, I ended up getting out of there, and I called Jeremy Leonard. He's the Cajun demonologist, and he's the one that has walked us through a lot of stuff. He's helped me out a lot. Anyway, we ended up going back up to the museum, and we took, and this wasn't that night because I actually got out of the museum and we're like, oh man, we got to do something here. So our friend Tony came, and I've done a lot of the bad cases with Tony, and he actually, so there's a portal that was there, and where you walk in, for those of you had been to the museum, you guys know that hallway. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a text. Sorry.
That's fine. You're good.
So he had been at that hallway where you walk into the Afghanistan room. You know where I'm talking?
Yeah. That's on the upstairs, top floor, isn't it?
Yes.
Or is that the second? Okay.
Yes.
That's down the creepy hallway. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so to make a long story short, so Tony was standing there and looking down towards the portal, excuse me, and he went to go down, and so Kathy was on one side of him, I was on another, and we took him into the schoolroom where the first desk is, and we sat him in there. And we knew the nasty was there. And that was the whole reason why Tony was there. We were there to do a cleansing, and get rid of that dude. And literally, Tony was sitting in the front desk there, for those of you that have been there, facing towards where the teacher's desk is. You know where I'm talking. And I watched his eyes go black. I kid you not.
Wow.
His eyes went black, and he looked straight at me. And in the meantime, a lot of you guys, some of you guys are watching, and you, Paul, Greg Tupker. Greg Tupker was there, and he pulled Greg over in front of he and I. And next thing you know, all hell broke loose. Tony was lunging after me.
Oh,
Greg
wow.
Tupker is a big guy. I mean, you've seen, he's a pretty stout guy.
Yeah.
Another guy from a different Haunted Souls, Nick was there. Kathy was there, Aaron was there, and then Holly from Terry's group was there. And it took, I know, Kathy and Greg and Nick to pull Tony back and keep him off of me. And Tony's not a big guy.
Yeah.
And it took all of them. That room was totally destroyed. The chimney to the stove there was all messed up. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So anyway, so whenever I do stuff like that with Tony, I always start praying. And so we started saying, "Our Father who art in heaven," and we just keep repeating it. And finally, Tony was back to himself.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, I don't know how Tony does it, but it's some kind of spiritual warfare. And I've seen it many times. Kathy can attest. I know she's listening. He takes these entities. And so he took it. And honestly, he says he need a link up there, Paul.
I put my website up there, and I guess it didn't register as a link. On there.
Anyway, so to make a long story short, we ended up Tony got rid of it, and we ended up closing the portal. Okay. Yeah. And so honestly, the museum had been peaceful. It had been great up there. Like nothing bad was happening, nothing at all. And then until the conference, when we really we kind of maybe thought something a little bit before, but not the full effect. And so during the conference, we figured out that the guy was back, and it's not a demonic entity. It is definitely a human spirit. It's just a nasty human spirit.
Really?
Yes. And so he actually, I can tell you the whole story behind the guy. His wife and kids or something were held there, and he wanted them back. He was mad at the world. So yeah, it was quite interesting, honestly, everything that happened that night. But it was definitely spiritual warfare took place there. And we ended up, like I said, the museum had been peaceful, and nothing was wrong. Nothing was, nothing happened. Nothing. And so we ended up, there's Kathy. She has mountain pixie. Yes, I can attest to all of this. And so when we did the conference, people were, talking about that room, just something is not right there. And I believe even Greg Ogles got scratched.
Yep. I have that on camera that he had 6 scratches on his back.
Yes. And so the nasty is definitely back. Kathy, I actually just talked to her a little while ago on the phone. And after our weekend there, another Haunted Souls team, old team that Brandi and I were a part of, was there hosting their event. And Nick, the guy from there, he was there that night that all this took place with Tony.
Yeah.
And I guess Kathy said that Nick had a really, really bad encounter up there again. And so I think he had to, I don't think he went upstairs or something like that from what Kathy said. But another girl, Dana, Greg Tucker's wife, Kathy had bought some cleansing stuff from Bella. And so she started spraying that in that hallway and told it to stay in that room. And apparently it did until this week now. Kathy said it's come back out.
Wow.
So we're going to have to figure out, we're going to have to go back and I'm going to have to go back and face this effer.
So you said that portals can reopen. How would they reopen? Unless somebody opens them.
They can reopen. I don't know if it's because of all the ghost hunting going on there. I don't know. But all I know is we got to figure out something because, like on Halloween, she's got the, she does a trick or treat thing and like the whole town comes there. And, she'll keep kids and stuff out from up there, but for kids just to walk through and trick or treat just the main floor, it's not a big deal. But, just it needs to be safe again, So we are going to have to go in there and she is going to contact Tony again. And then I might see if I can get a hold of, Frankie from our team and them to go up there with me. Yeah. And if Tony can go back and in case things go south again.
Yeah. No kidding. That museum, I I tease Kathy all the time. I always tell her that it's my second favorite museum every time she picks on me, but it really is my favorite museum. That's a really cool place to go, and it's not scary except for that guy, but it's such a cool place to go, and she does such a great job with that. And
Yes.
it was so neat seeing her reaction with the money that we raised for the Ray County Museum. So it was just awesome, and Mickey loves it. Julie loves it.
Yeah. And the thing is that, it's just, we want it to be safe. And,
yeah,
it was for a long time, several years, it was safe.
yeah.
And, Kathy stays there a lot. And, I'm going to be staying there on Halloween. I don't know. Kathy says, I feel like they think there's thin spots in the veil. Things may be pushing to get through.
Could be. I mean, they, it could be that, they're seeing so many people come through there and they want to try and communicate. Maybe that's something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Right. It was. And so I don't know. Robert says maybe someone, they weren't supposed to, oh, I love you too, Kathy. You know that. But, Kathy's real strict about, like, she doesn't allow like Ouija boards or seances or, no scrying. There's none of that stuff allowed at the museum. I mean, she'll throw you out in a heartbeat if you try to do stuff. Yeah. So Robert, I don't think any of that happened. I just think that nasty MFer came back, and I don't know why. I think he's probably looking for his wife and children. I don't know, but he abused them. He was not nice to them, so it just, I don't know.
Little Patty, where did you hear the footsteps? On this show or on something else?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, I forgot what I was going to say too.
So yeah, we're gonna figure this out, and so when it comes down to it, we'll let everybody know about when we're going to do it, and we'll need prayers and positive sent our way. I'm really hoping Tony can go back in with me, because he's the one person that I trust wholeheartedly doing this, and
yeah. And we were picking up on a lot of things down on that main floor where people were murdered and stuff like that. So I mean, maybe it's related to whoever that nasty guy is. And
I don't know. And the only reason I know that is because Tony, I mean, he's a heck of a psychic. He's picked up on stuff that we've verified. And so, it's just coming from him, what he said. And so it makes me sad that, it came back, number one, because it was safe. And, number two, that Kathy's there. So, she does a lot of protection and stuff for the apartment, area. And so honestly, they don't, knock on wood, they really don't come in the apartment. They don't. No. They leave to sleep.
And, like you said, before, I think we were backstage when you said this, that nasty guy was trying to come down the hallway, and maybe one of the soldiers or somebody in there is keeping it at bay and just keeping it up in that
that's what Kathy thinks,
corner of the thing.
And I think so. So there's the one soldier that is down there. I do believe that he does protect the museum. I do. I really truly believe that. I think there's no ill will there. There's nothing there. Yeah. That, and I do think that he watches over Kathy, and I think he watches over the museum, and actually all the people that come through there. Because when you walk into the front door of the museum and you go around the corner, like towards the chapel, like, it's like he always greets you, Yeah. Yeah. And so, so we just got to figure out what to do and to get rid of that guy and get rid of him for good.
Yeah. And in the kitchen, there's that spirit of that old lady or that lady that doesn't like men in there.
Grandma's kitchen.
Yeah, Grandma's kitchen. We went in there and we encountered somebody named the name of Mabel. came through.
Oh, wow.
And she was the sweetest person that we encountered. It was, I mean, we were talking pies. She was making bread or some kind of something. And I mean, we just had a good conversation with her almost. And it was.
Were you in there? And she was communicating with you?
Yeah.
See, she doesn't like men in there.
Well,
not that she's mean. She just doesn't. She's not a fan of men.
She told Julie that it was her sister Colleen, who was a biatch.
Okay.
So, and she kicked her out. So it'll be interesting to see if that gal ever comes back, or if this Mabel is going to be there for good. And I mean, if she is, I'll stay in the kitchen. I had a good conversation with her. I like Mabel. She's my friend.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It's just like I said, we've got to figure this out. And you know, I'm gonna call in the big guns for this, because I just can't. You know, we don't want anybody getting hurt there. And you know, years ago, before we got rid of that entity, you know, we had the Kling brothers came and did a big investigation there. And, you know, we had attendees, and there was a young girl also that kind of got jacked up back in that hallway. I think she was scratched or something. And, you know, and I'm not saying it was him, but I'm not saying it wasn't, because this was all, you know, before we got rid of him. Yeah. You know, so he's been going on for a long time.
Yeah. And that was not down the hallway, but it was close to the Civil War room. That's where I got scratched.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that whole museum, you don't feel anything really negative walking through it, except when you walk down that hallway, and that just the whole vibe kind of changes. Nothing. Well, outside of this guy, but nothing extremely nasty. But it just changed weird once you cross that threshold.
Yes. So it was just, you know, I don't know if anybody has any ideas. Well, Kathy, she says, I do feel he's a protector, talking about the guy downstairs. He checks me out if I come in at an unusual time. It's a protective feeling. And I believe that, because you know, he's always been good. He really has been. So, and even Rob said the kitchen was cool, which see, that's weird, because she doesn't usually like men. And that the fact that she, you know, corresponded with you is kind of weird.
Yeah. And when we were at in Emmaus after the conference, Rob was rocking the dowsing rods.
Yes.
That was funny. That was great. I mean, we had some really good communications. We had that growl in the corner of the room. Yeah. That we all caught on camera. But yeah, that was a cool night.
Right. It was. That's what I'm saying. You know, we just want to make it safe again, and make sure that people are good coming in there, you know. So I will tell everybody that, you know, if you guys are in the Richmond, Missouri area, there is a Halloween thing that kids can come, and it's free, and get candy, and, you know, walk through the museum, and it's a lot of fun. It's a big ordeal, and there'll be a lot of people there dressed up. And if down in the basement, how she used to do it, I'm assuming she's still doing it the same way. So for the little kids, just walk through the main, you know, there's no jump scares. There's nothing like that. They can just come in and get candy and walk out the back door, you know, where the smokers go, out that way. Yeah. But if you're a little braver, a little older, and you want to be scared, the basement. So there's people that, you know, dress up and scare people that get in the cells and do all of that. So
that would be cool.
It is. It really is. But you will get jump scared. Yeah. You know, I mean, they won't touch you or nothing, but yeah, she says, yep, same way. So, you know, there will be people down there doing stuff for adults and older kids. And it is, I will tell you, it's creepy, and it's free. That's the thing. It's freaking free.
That's the best part. I mean, you go to a great place, have some safe Halloween fun, and it's free, and the kids are happy. They get their candy, and parents get scared or whatever, and everybody's happy. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a good time. And, you know, I wish you weren't having such a big thing going on, because you'd enjoy going to the museum.
Yeah. You know, any chance I can get out there, I would love to.
Oh, wow.
Just to give Kathy a hard time.
There you go. And the Kiwanis will be serving up hot dogs this year. So that's a new thing. Yeah,
Why did I cancel my stuff and go just to get the hot dogs?
right.
Oh.
Dinner that night.
Yeah, no kidding.
Eating hot dogs.
Drive 4 hours for dinner. Hey, why not?
Yeah, why not? I'll be that night. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go up there, and I've done this before with I just haven't been there in a couple years, but I'm looking forward to it, and it's just really cool seeing all the kids come through. And when I say like all the kids, like Kathy it's hundreds of kids.
Damn.
It's not. There's a line way out in the parking lot to get in. I kid you not.
Wow.
So yeah. So it's just crazy.
Yeah. And trick-or-treating is a kind of a big thing down here in the subdivision that I live in. And it used to be really, really huge. We had a guy next door that actually saw him today. He used to dress up as Elvis. He looked just like him, sounded absolutely terrible. But I mean, he was a great guy. He would do a little Elvis show at night after the trick-or-treating was done. Cool. And I do the house up real good for Halloween and everything, and it's just a fun time. So that's one, and it's on a Friday night this year. So I think afterwards we're going to have some adult beverages flowing after the trick-or-treaters stop coming by. So but yeah, here, I want to show the house real quick. I got just a few pictures on here.
Yeah, let's see.
So this is the front yard.
Cool. That's really cool, Paul.
How do I get that off there?
So are those all skeletons out there?
Well, there's that's the 12-foot skeleton in the middle there. I have parts. So I had a few skeletons that kind of busted up, and I just kind of cut them in half and put them in front of a tombstone like they're coming out of the ground. So I have that.
That's really cool.
I used to have it all to music.
Yeah.
And Rob, if you're still here, I think you still are. This one's for you, buddy.
There you go. That's fun. So do your neighbors all go out too, or just you?
Not really so much.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
This is iridescent puke?
Yeah, it's radioactive puke.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's just a little bit of green, some kind of weird green dye or whatever. But yeah, we do it all fun, and a few of the houses do it up real good. And we used to have, when we first moved into this house, I looked up the street and you couldn't even see the street. There was just kids all over. You couldn't drive up and down the street. It was just kids all over. People were getting bussed in from different subdivisions, which I don't really care for too much, but it's better than them being out doing not so good stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we still get a bunch of kids, but it's most of the kids in our neighborhood are growing up, and there's still some younger families moving in now. So, but it's fun. I like to be around the kids, and it's really cool. When we're setting it up, mother and daughter or somebody come walking through, and the kid just, oh, that's so neat, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that just makes it all worthwhile for me, just to see the kids love it so much. So
yeah, no, that's awesome. I think it's great. I think the Halloween thing is cool.
Yeah. And then of course everybody does Christmas and stuff, but I think the more fun one is Halloween. You can be a little bit more creative and scary and stuff, just so long as you don't hurt anybody, and we don't.
No. Years ago when we would do the trick-or-treating thing, how you used to ask for jokes, or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kids don't do that anymore.
I still make them tell jokes. I mean, if they tell a good joke, I always tell them, if you have a good joke, I'll give you 2 pieces of candy. If I guess the answer to the joke, I get candy from their bin.
Right.
They don't like that too much, because I've done it and they didn't care for that at all. I start to reach in and they look at their mom and back away. I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so
yeah,
it's fun. Are the Misfits gonna do costumes for Halloween?
Nope.
I don't know.
I will not be. We're actually, and I'll just tell you guys that we're not Blondes and Booze isn't going to be doing Friday shows for the month of October because I just got so much kid stuff going on. I just can't. So does Brandi. So Fridays will resume back in November.
Yeah. And, you know, with band and color guard and all that stuff, it just takes up so much time. And I mean, I did it for 3 years with my son, and you want to see that stuff. They enjoy that stuff so much, and it's hard to do a show and do that stuff too. So
yeah,
completely understand. Completely understand.
Mm-hmm. So,
totally. Randy's going to be Shrek.
That's cool. That'd be a cool costume.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that costume.
Yeah. So
very cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Halloween. I like watching the kids, and I like seeing all the cool costumes that they come through with. And
I always like seeing what the best joke is, what kind of topics they kind of stick with on the jokes, or what the costume themes are. The scary ones who sometimes it's a politician or something weird or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm done with summer. We keep getting a little cold snap, and then it warms right back up. Like this week, it's in the 80s. I think last week it was kind of chilly, in the 80s now.
Right.
But supposedly the bottom's going to drop out this weekend, and it's going to hit fall. We're supposed to get some storms and stuff.
Some bad storms are saying for us.
Yeah.
So
Jilly misses summer already. Oh, come on, Jilly.
I don't. It's still been nice here, though. You know, I wear shorts every day.
Yeah, I mean, still wearing shorts, but I'm looking forward to wearing jeans. Just being comfortable.
I like the cold. I get cold so dang easy. You know, it's also awful. So, yeah.
Although I don't mind the cold, I don't like the ice. I'll take anything that winter has, but not the ice. I don't like the ice.
Me too. I agree with you on that.
That's not fun. And you can't do anything in the ice.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You definitely can't. So hopefully when we go to that conference, there won't be any snow and ice, and we can get out of Missouri and get down there, go south.
No kidding. And I told Greg the other day, yesterday actually, on the show that hopefully, because last year we ran into that problem, didn't we, with his premiere for the LBL show?
Yeah, Brandi and I couldn't go. We had freaking a foot of snow here.
Yeah, and he said if it happens again, he's not doing a premiere in the wintertime anymore.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah,
because last year though we had a lot of snow, more than I thought that we would have. You know,
they said this year we're supposed to get more cold weather. I don't know about precipitation, but
yeah.
That
I am not looking forward to any of that. But however, my work will cancel, so I'll be off with pay.
There you go. So that's always a positive.
Absolutely, it's a positive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But then if it's icy and then you're stuck inside, that stinks. But
yeah, it does suck.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm ready for spring again to get here. Let's just fast forward through all this winter crap and this ice and the snow, and I'm ready for tulips again.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind fast forwarding my work until spring, because we're going to be getting busy here in the next few weeks with Thanksgiving turkey orders, and then Christmas orders, and all the parties and stuff that go with it, and it's just a crazy time of year, and
it absolutely is.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey,
Kathy says, BMR, it's me. Mountain Pixie BMR is Kathy. Just so you know.
Was he giving her trouble?
He didn't know that it was Kathy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
like I said, I'm ready to do some Bigfooting and the ghost stuff, and
I think I would rather go out in the wintertime Bigfoot. I mean, it's going to be cold outside, but the bugs won't be as bad.
No. Brandi and I were at the LBL in January, and it was
Yeah.
colder than all get out. And when we left, we had ice.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know, it was in the 20s. It was cold, but we had a fire, and there was a bunch of us around the fire. But it was pretty cool out there, in the winter.
Yeah.
We got activity. They don't go away because it's cold.
No, I mean, they're well insulated. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And that was a crazy night too.
Yeah.
That was at LBL. Yeah. We need to go to the LBL, Paul.
We were going to go there on the way back from Townsend, but I think we were both tired and we just wanted to get home.
Yep, we did.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to do that. Ever since that print that we found, I just can't stop thinking about getting out there and doing that stuff. I mean, I want to.
That was pretty incredible.
Like you said at Pierre Marquette with the stuff that you guys got, I wouldn't mind going camping there. I haven't bought one yet, but I've been looking at tents to buy, and just camping gear and stuff. So
yeah. Yep.
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for it.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, when my son was in Cub Scouts, we had a tent and sleeping bags and everything, and we didn't use them once. And then I'm like, well, we might as well sell it. And then 5 years later, here we are 10 years later, whatever, we're doing this. I'm like, damn it, I should have kept it. But oh well.
Well, you never know,
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'd rather go out and find Bigfoot than I would ghosts.
I think I'm still on both. I like both. Still.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the ghosts. I just don't have that adrenaline rush anymore.
Yeah.
Or like you go out to the woods and you get the adrenaline rush. It's back, Yeah.
Yeah. That was, I mean, I was in shorts and flip flops, I think. And I wasn't about to go in the woods like that. So we weren't prepared at all, but I mean, that would have been really cool to just kind of wander in there and see if we could find anything. And we kind of looked a little bit in the woods, and I mean, we didn't see any tree structures, and we didn't see anything that was matted down for other footprints or anything. So yeah, we don't know.
It's really cool though. They say a lot of the government agencies, cover this stuff up. And one of the times we were at the LBL, and we always stayed at Hillman Ferry Campground. And when we were leaving there, the cabin was in my name. So when you check out, you got to sit there. So they go inspect you type thing. So I'm sitting there, and I had my kid with me because I had taken my daughter with me that weekend. And we're sitting there, and one of the security guards come over to us. He said, "Are you with the paranormal people, up there?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's us." And he said, and he wasn't around anybody else. And he told Ava and I that they had over 15 documented accounts of Bigfoot right there in that campground.
Really?
And they had a dog man that was seen in the campground.
Really?
Yeah. So that just told me like everything. He didn't say it around anybody else.
Yeah.
And if I see that security guard, I will know him. I don't know his name. He was very nice. He said, they keep it hush hush. He also talked about there's a field there that they see ghosts walk through there at night. A lot of the nighttime guards would see the ghost. And so I don't know. It just told me everything I need to know because, these creatures, they are keeping track of them. I mean, he told me that.
Yeah.
Where
was this at?
The LBL.
Oh, LBL. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they know and they're keeping track of it. They just don't want it out, They don't want to deter their,
Oh, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to have a campground, a nice, really cool looking family campground and then say, oh, yeah, by the way, there's Bigfoot and dogmen back there. Be safe. Have a good night. Sleep tight.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I completely understand that. But, yeah, hearing, all the stories that you've told me and everything that I've heard from the LBL, that would just be a fascinating place. And then, I mean, hell, even stuff all around here. I mean, Pierre Marquette. I mean, I was looking at one of those Bigfoot sighting websites, and I mean, there's stuff that's in Jefferson County, which I can see from my window right here.
Yeah.
all along the Mississippi and the Merrimack River too. I mean, that's certainly.
Well, if you look, a lot of the like Sasquatch theory encounters are around, Franklin, Jefferson, Crawford counties, some further down south, like, like Shannon County and things like that, and that's all right there, but they don't talk about that, Pancho Sorge, he was in chat, he had that dogman encounter down in Greenville,
Yeah.
So they're all over.
I mean, even in, I would love to go to around Fort Leonard Wood or even Scott Air Force Base over in Illinois. I mean, hell, not, just to see if there's anything in the sky too.
Absolutely.
All around military bases too. I mean, why not?
Yeah. So. Well, Missouri did have that UFO crash.
Yeah.
I think it was before Roswell.
Yeah. That was in, when Roswell was in 67?
40s, in the 40s.
So it's 47, I think.
Yeah, I think.
And I think the Cape Girardeau one was in 43.
It was before. I'm pretty sure it was before.
Yeah, Roswell. I know for a fact it was before. But I think I want to say 43. I don't think it was much closer to it, but I think it was 43.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've often thought about I can't remember the name of the show, but they did something down in Piedmont in Clearwater Lake there that supposedly they see stuff coming out of the lake out of there. Yeah. And I've often thought about getting a couple cameras and just going down there and seeing, talking to people and doing like a little mini documentary type thing.
Brandi and I talked about going down there with Terry Mosby. And because that's the area that a lot of the UFOs are seen at. Is Piedmont.
Terry just, that sounded weird. Terry just posted something on Facebook that there was something right around here. I don't think it was Piedmont. Can't remember the city.
Something in Missouri or something about UFOs.
Yeah, it was real close to here.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
5 days ago, that there was a UFO sighting around the St. Louis area.
Interesting.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. Let me look here and see if I can find what she posted here. Because I did see it too.
Okay.
Let me see if it's on her personal page.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see here. I'm not seeing it. She posted a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I want to say it's like 5 days ago.
Okay. Well, I'm on 22 hours ago. She posted a lot of stuff here. Yeah. Terry's the best.
I would recognize it if I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. She posts a lot of stuff.
Okay. Make sure, I just saw the Vanished post for the Vanished. Make sure you go over to Relic Films and check out the Vanished. So the Cape Girardeau was in 41. That was close.
Okay. Well, and she posted, actually, it was on Sasquatch Theory, a UFO sighting near St. Louis, uncovered by Miguel Ramirez in a show, Sasquatch Theory. So let me see if I can click on it and see what it says, where this happened at. It says, the story, hold on. Gosh, I hate spam popping up like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
It says, that's the story just shared by a Missouri man who saw orange saucer-like objects over cattle fields, which he feared might try to take his son. Oh, wow. That would be scary. Fredericktown
is
where it is.
And, hell, even with all the cattle mutilations and stuff, I mean, could that be happening right here in our own backyard?
Yeah. Actually, it was back in the 90s this happened.
Oh.
Wasn't recent.
Okay. She just posted it recently.
So, but that's okay. I mean, still,
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff though out there, and a lot of cool stuff that people don't really believe, but we know. We don't believe. We know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We know that stuff's out there.
Yeah. And it's just fun to see that stuff. I think from a distance, I would say.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah. But
yeah, I don't see anything else about it. And I'm kind of scrolling fastly through her.
yeah.
And I'm on October 12th, so I'm only on 3 days ago. Got another day to go through. She man, girl.
She does. She does.
She absolutely does. That's
Another
funny.
cool one would be to go out to Colorado.
Mhm.
The Snippy the horse that was mutilated, and the bones are still there, and it was just a really weird. So I don't know the details of the story, but that would be a cool thing to see all the way out in Colorado, though it's not Missouri, but that would be kind of cool to see that.
Mhm. Oh yeah, heck yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard of like, people have talked about too, like horses, and Rob somebody sent Rob a story about like where a dog man attacked a horse and it was tied to the trailer. They were, there overnight.
Wow.
Yeah. So like these creatures, they do go after animals too,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just have to be careful with if you're out in the woods or whatever. And I mean, most stables are around wooded areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I mean that's scary that they do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And certainly watch your dogs and your kids.
Dogs and your kids and your cats and
Yeah.
chickens and even horses. It doesn't have to be little stuff,
Yeah. Cows.
Mm-hmm. They'll get you.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. But
Absolutely.
it's fun. We love it though. It's fun.
We do. That's why we do it.
That's why. Exactly.
Right.
And you meet so many cool people doing it too.
Mm-hmm. My best friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, so you want to hear a funny story? I was at the doctor, just at like an annual checkup or whatever the other day, a couple weeks ago, and I was, and we were kind of talking, and I guess I didn't seem as cheerful and as goofy as I normally do to her. And she's like, "Is everything okay? Are you okay? Is everything fine?" I'm like, "Yeah, everything's fine. I just work's crazy. I'm not digging it anymore like I used to, and it's just not fun there." And then she asked me if I was still podcasting, and my eyes just lit up, and I just completely changed talking about all this stuff, and it's weird that doing something that you love so much and meeting so many cool people, like everybody really,
Right.
and chat and the Misfits and everybody, it's just so fun to talk about and so fun to share stuff with everybody and be part of it. So
because I mean, most of my family is not into this at all. And so, my son, he can take it or leave it, but they're not really into it at all. So all my family thinks I'm a weirdo talking about all this stuff. However, my dad did admit to me that he has watched our show.
Really?
Which shocked
me. Yeah.
So
well, that's cool.
Yeah. But he's not into it though. He'll never bring up like Bigfoot or nothing. Talk about that. But
I think that might be their generation too.
Could be.
Yeah. My uncle, he is 80 something years old. He was my dad's twin, and my dad's passed away, and my uncle's the only one of 5 kids that are still alive, 5 of the aunts and uncles that are alive. And he keeps telling me that he's had dreams where my dad and his sister have visited him, and he wakes up and he says he thinks he's still sleeping, but he swears he's still sleeping and he's seeing them, but he feels like he's awake. And I'm like, I'm telling you, they came to visit you and they're there with you.
Absolutely.
No. That you don't believe in that stuff, do you? I'm like, yeah, they're there. They're watching over you. They're taking care of you somehow.
Yeah, absolutely.
100% I do.
Cool stuff, man. It really is. Really.
Yeah. I mean, just to think that, after you pass on, and you could still come back and, watch out for your loved ones or whatever. That's, I think that's just amazing.
I do too.
And, to feel it too. I mean, people have said that my family has been around me, and you can definitely feel it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I mean, you can feel the love that they had
Mm-hmm.
when they were alive. I mean, you still
Right.
feel that stuff.
And here's the thing too, they're not ghosts. They're
No.
spirits. They
Yeah.
can come back and, see us and check on us and let us know, that they're still around us. They're not stuck here.
Yeah.
That's what I think is really amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. My cat has decided to totally cuddle with me. She never does this. Only during the show. Like, really? Yeah, she's all cuddled up to me. All snug. Isn't that funny?
Looks like she's sound asleep too.
She is. She's purring.
Wow.
So if you hear growls, guys, it's just my cat purring.
It's just a purr. Yeah, it's just a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. She loves me.
Yeah. Animals like that and animals can sense this stuff too.
Absolutely.
100%.
So I have a friend, I can tell this story. I think I've told it before, but my friend Patty lives in Warrenton. And I've known Patty for, Bigfoot Rob says she senses me in chat. She probably does. Like, look, sorry, she heard Rob. She moved her head.
Yep.
But there she back to cuddling again. But Patty's house is very, very haunted. And where was I going with this? Oh, animals. Okay. So for years and years and years, she's always seen things. There's been several deaths in the house. I mean, I could go on and tell you some crazy stories. This is really weird. This is a crazy story, and I'm going to tell it. So her dad and her stepmom moved to the state of Alaska. Dad was, I don't know, he was in some kind of sales. The dad unalived the stepmom. Okay. And her remains have never been found. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And so much so that even the TV show Unsolved Mysteries years ago contacted her about doing a show.
Really?
Yeah. And Patty didn't want to do it. But okay. So fast forward. Then this was in like October. Come January of the next year. Hey, Shane is in.
Shane.
Chat. Good to see you.
Doing, Shane?
Yes, and thank you for your service. He is a police officer now.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway,
he's got a beautiful family too.
Yes, he does. Absolutely, he does. But so okay, where I was going with this. So this was in October when the stepmom became missing, and then supposedly all this money was gone. So come for Thanksgiving, her dad came here for Thanksgiving, and we talked to him, and he, spent Thanksgiving with us. And then in January, fast forward to January, he unalived himself in a hotel room. Apparently the police were getting close. He was a suspect.
Yeah.
So after that, it was like a couple months after that, and Patty has an old house there in Warrenton. And above the bathtub is like this closet. It's above it though. And I don't know what she was doing up there, but they found the gun that her dad unalived her stepmom with, hidden up there. So when the dad came here on Halloween or Thanksgiving, he stashed the gun there.
Wow.
Yeah. So not only that darkness is at that house, but her aunt died there. Her grandma died there. It's just, the whole house was just really weird crap that went on there. So getting to my point, to the pets. So she had boxer dogs, and her closet in her bedroom, her dogs would sit there. She also had chihuahuas and boxers, and they would sit there and bark into the closet. And there was nothing in there but clothes. And it was just a normal little hall closet. Old houses didn't have big walk-ins. Right. It was just a small closet, and they would bark. They would look in there and bark. And I really think now, knowing what I know, I think that there was a portal in her closet.
Yeah, the dog was looking at something.
Yeah, man, I could tell you a lot of stories, man. We've got with that. That is still a crazy house, and she still lives there.
I don't know. We had a dog, a golden retriever, years ago when we moved into the house, and in our basement we had wood paneling, down there. And
Mhm.
at the time we were watching, what's that mob TV show? Sopranos. We were watching The Sopranos, and we were eating down there for some reason. And our dog just kind of sat there and stared at the wall, at just one spot on the wall.
Yeah.
Didn't bark at it, just stared at it.
Mhm.
And, we're watching The Sopranos, and you know what they do and stuff. And I kept thinking, is there something stuffed back there? I mean, the room didn't stink or
Right.
anything, so I don't think anything was back there. But I
Mhm.
mean, it was weird. Why would the dog be staring
Right.
at the wall? And it came time to renovate the basement and stuff, and we tore all the stuff down. I tore everything down except that spot in the wall. And like, okay, here
Mhm.
goes. And there was nothing back there. But I mean, what was she looking at? I mean, she was just staring. I mean, if a
Right.
dog just sits there and stares at something,
That's
they're
what
looking
Pat's
at
dogs did.
something.
Or they would sit there
Yeah.
and they would bark into the
Yeah.
closet. It's a freaking closet. There's nothing
Yeah.
in there.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know. That house is just so weird. And I haven't talked to her. It's been a little while since I've talked to her. I've known her for many, many years. And I spent many, many nights at that house. And we've seen some crazy stuff. Like we were sitting years ago, and this was like back in, I don't know, maybe like 2002, something like that. And she had a piano, but she had a piano bench there. And she had her computer sitting there. And we were on the computer, back when it was dial up. Remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like
AOL
2
dial-up.
o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And we had something come out of her kitchen, go through the dining room into the living room, walked right by us.
Really?
Yeah. And then another night, her son got up. So my stepdaughter, her name, I had stepkids for my first husband. And her son got up in the middle of the night, woke her up and said that Amy was walking around the house. Well, Patty got up and Amy was sound asleep.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was a doppelganger.
Wow.
Yeah. And then another time, red eyes have been seen in the looking out the bathroom window.
Mhm.
My daughter, Brittany, when she was, I don't know, she was like 5 or 6 years old at the time.
Yeah.
And she had went in to go to the bathroom. And we were out front on the porch and we could hear her and they're just screaming bloody murder, screaming at the top of her lungs. I run in there and she was crying. I mean, real tears. And she said the man wouldn't let her out of the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah. And to this day, my kid is 30 years old.
Yeah.
And the last time I was at Patty's house was probably 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was there with Brittany, and Brittany made me go to the bathroom with her. She ever since then, she would never use Patty's bathroom alone.
Really?
True story.
Yeah, I believe that.
True
Right.
story. Yeah, she was that traumatized by it.
Wow.
And so, I mean, I could tell multiple stories. I mean, just there's so much that's went on over the year at that house. And it's just so freaking haunted. So my first paranormal team that I was on, Paranormal Task Force, that's actually how I met them. We contacted them and they came, and I think it was in like 2006, and investigated her house. And man, they got some crazy, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. And her house, she still lives there to this day. And it's just a lot of sorrow and sadness. That house has always brought bad luck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her husband, he didn't believe in any of the stuff. Her kid, her son, he's like, no, it's not here. Although he's witnessed a lot.
Right.
I think he's just in denial, and, just so much stuff has happened over the years in that house, and, the crazy stuff that's been seen. There was a woman in white come down the steps to walk out through the kitchen. Like 4 people were sitting in the kitchen and seen it. So it very, very active. And just the feeling of being watched, like you could never sleep good in that house, It was one of those type of places. And, it just wasn't it's just a very sad house.
Yeah.
The
house that I lived in when I moved back to St. Louis back in 97 was actually my grandparents' house, the house that my mom grew up in. And both my grandparents had passed on at that time. And, I was basically living there for just, utilities and stuff. So I don't think, I know grandma fell there and ended up passing at a hospital like that day or whatever, but nobody ever died or anything in that house that I know of. But one night I remember sleeping in there, and I have 2 cats, or had 2 cats at the time. And I was laying in bed, and it sure felt like I was wide awake at this time, because I felt the sleep paralysis and everything. I couldn't move or nothing when this happened. So right outside my bedroom door is the basement door. You couldn't really see it if the basement door was closed, but when it's open, you could see it. And I'm getting chills talking about this. All of a sudden, middle of the night, I think I might have heard footsteps. I can't remember if I heard the footsteps or not, but all of a sudden I heard the creaky. It was an old house, so it was a creaky old door. The door opens up, and I could see it blocking my doorway, all the way open. And both cats, I remember, got up and were looking that direction.
Wow.
And this was way before I did any of this stuff. And I just remember just being, I couldn't move at all. I don't remember getting scratched, marked, anything, whatever, but I couldn't move at all. And then next thing I know, I don't even remember if I must have just fell back to sleep or what, but that was really weird.
Yeah, that is.
It was so vivid. It had to have been awake.
Yeah.
I don't think I was sleeping.
Yeah.
But that was a really weird night.
Yeah. And it just happened the one time?
Just happened the one time.
Interesting.
Yeah. That might have been. Yeah. So I moved back with my fiance at the time. So I think it would have been after she moved out. Yeah. So it had to have been in early 2000s when that happened. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was just really bizarre. Really weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really got too creeped out at that house. It's an old city house in middle of, or South St. Louis city. It wasn't it was an old house, but wasn't really creepy, except the basement. Basements are always creepy.
Yeah.
But
and, Patty's house too. I forgot to mention that was a cemetery. Well, there is a cemetery behind it. And when I talked about her grandma died in the house, her mother died, or not her mother, and her aunts both died in the house. Two other bad things happened while she was there. She had a 9-month-old baby who passed away of spinal meningitis.
Oh.
And then she also lost a baby. She was little too, to spinal bifida.
Oh man.
So it's like that house was just, I'm not saying the house had anything to do with the kids, but it's just, man, negative, just a negative, nasty place. And I still, like, when I go there, you can feel the heaviness at that house. I don't know how she's lived there. She's lived there probably 40 years now.
Yeah.
A bit of it.
Yeah. If I ever lived in a house that's that bad, I don't think I could last in there too long. No.
Nope.
That's just too negative.
She's been there so long. She just, she just don't leave.
Yeah.
And she, like I said, there's a lot of bad stuff that's happened there, a lot of drama, a lot of,
Yeah.
So, and am I saying that the house has something to do with it? No, but am I saying it's not? No.
Yeah. I mean, certainly something residual could be there. And
yeah. Like I said, my daughter, she refuses. She won't go in that bathroom by herself, and she's an adult now.
And I often wonder, we ended up selling that house. I often wonder, I'd love to go back there and see if, anything weird has happened to them or whatever.
Hey, do you guys have any ghosts?
Yeah. Excuse me. You don't know me, but I can look around.
I lived here once and I had ghosts. Do you?
Yeah. What do you think the average person would do if a stranger walked up in an old house you lived in you had activity in? Excuse me, you don't know who I am, but you might look around.
Yeah. Well, you don't, in Missouri, you don't have to disclose any of that. You don't have to disclose if anybody's died in your house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like my mom's house, I wonder, my mom, she had that same house for years. I was like 2 when we moved in there. She died in 2022 in the house. Wow. And so I wonder sometimes, my brother and his wife lived there, but, and they don't believe in this stuff. But I wonder if my mom's still there sometimes, just because that was her home,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
And she died there. So, yeah.
You all right, Mickey? I would love to meet George.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, just crazy stuff. Kind of makes you wonder about houses, why they're haunted, and, you know, the histories. And
Yeah.
it don't have to be the house either. It could be the land, or
Could be the land. I mean, St. Louis used to be called Mound City. So,
right. Reason.
you know, yeah, no kidding. Hey, Benno.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy stuff around here. You know,
Yeah.
I have actually right down the street here is Dames Park, and there's an Indian burial mound in the park, and the paths go around it, and you can see it, and there's signs up about it, and you know, it's right there in the middle of the park, and it's not that far from me. I go walk there. That's where I go
Yeah.
walk every day.
I think I remember passing that one time.
Yeah, when you come to my house, I'm sure you did. You did
Yeah.
pass it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So I don't know. It's just, you know, they're all over.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind going to Cahokia Mountains and just kind of.
We should do that sometime.
Yeah.
Meet over there. That would be fun.
You think they'd let us do an overnight there, or just?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But we could always go, you know, during the day and take a recorder. Nobody can stop us from doing that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few places we could hit.
A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff around there. Yeah.
It is. Absolutely there is. My cat is just really cuddled with me. This is just weird. She really does it with me during shows.
That's weird.
Yeah, sometimes every now and then, if I'm sitting in the living room watching TV, she'll get on my lap every great once in a while.
Really?
The part, nope, it's right here. When I do a show. I don't know.
That's bizarre. My dog, the little dog, not the golden that we have, whenever we're with my wife's family eating dinner, after we're finished dinner, she has to sit on my lap. No matter if we're here or if we're at my mother-in-law's house, she has to sit on my lap.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cute. I like snuggling with her, but after a while, I mean, she's not a heavy dog, and she's maybe 12 pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
It gets uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's how I am right now. I'll show you. I can show you here, my cat.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's out cold.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She never does this with me. Never. So, yeah.
I wonder why. I wonder what that is.
I don't know.
I would love to do some kind of pet psychology.
Right?
That would be, I mean, why do they do that? Why? Yeah.
I have no idea. I mean,
that's weird.
I don't know. Usually, you know, she's Olivia's cat, and she sleeps with Olivia all the time. She follows her around. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure where Olivia is right now, but her cat's in here with me.
Oh, hey. Do you feed her?
No, girls do. Girls take care of her.
Wow.
Yeah, she's like this with Haas, my big dog, my 100-pounder. Yeah, she's cuddles right up to him too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they love good energy. Yeah, I mean,
I guess so.
Yeah.
These shows are good energy, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but she's a real biatch though, because you know we had adopted another cat, and this has been over a year ago, and she was not having it. Not having it. She chased that. Oh man, it was bad. It was really bad. So yeah, she has to be the only cat family.
Wow.
Yeah. But
so territorial.
yeah, she is. You know, she really is. She just Kathy says she would love to go to Cahokia Mountain. She's always wanted to go. Well,
come on up.
Man. Yeah. We can do that in Zombie Road or something.
Yeah,
Kathy,
that'd be cool.
I haven't been to Zombie Road though.
I still haven't been out that way. I was going to one day, but I think it was raining or something.
Yeah.
I didn't make it.
Yeah, we need to plan that. Get Jay, and you know, we need to go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, the researcher extraordinaire on all things, on all things, period. But on Zombie Road, really.
Yeah. He grew up there.
Yeah.
I believe his father was a police officer in that area.
Oh, really? That's out in Wentzville, right?
No, that's in Wildwood.
Wildwood, that's what I meant. Yeah. It begins with a W, and it's far away from me.
W's a W.
Yeah,
Get it.
it's all the way out there by you.
Yeah.
I have to pack a lunch to come out that way. We always joke. We had friends that lived out in Wentzville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we always joke with them, we got to pack a lunch to come out and see you. So let's meet halfway.
Yep.
So,
there you go.
yeah.
Yeah. But we really seriously do need to plan that. Zombie Road, Cahokia Mounds. I've been trying to get Kathy and Aaron down here anyway, because I want to do downtown St. Charles.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really haunted location.
Yeah, I was just down there for Oktoberfest.
Yep. I remember you told me that.
Down there. That's such a cool old looking place. And one of the guys I work with was even saying, you think all these houses are haunted? I'm like, I don't know about all of them, but
they used to do ghost tours out of there.
Yeah, they sure look like they could be.
Mm-hmm.
He said that we walked by a church, a little old log cabin church that was built in the early 1800s that's still standing. And I'm like, I'm sure there's something in there too. I mean,
Lewis and Clark stayed down there.
Yeah.
When they came through with Sacagawea.
Yeah, Sacagawea.
Yeah, stayed down there. Yeah, and the Missouri's first state capital was actually St. Charles. Yeah, and then they moved it to Jefferson City.
I remember that from a field trip in grade school. That I don't remember much from grade school, but I remember that after you mentioned
that's what I'm saying. We need to get Kathy and Aaron and everybody down here, and Brandi and everybody, and let's do that'd be fun, a full weekend.
Yeah, all the stuff by the river, really. Once you get into up the hill and into St. Charles, the newer part of St. Charles is still neat, but I mean the old St. Charles is really cool.
Yeah, old St. Charles is really bad. It really is. Yeah. Just like Alton, Illinois, it's a very, very haunted town too.
We went on. I can't remember what's the character in Frozen. What was the main character in Frozen? Elsa. There's a town right there, a little town that is. I think it's named Elsa.
I don't know much about Illinois.
I think. Because I remember hearing the name and that's from Frozen. Because I kept singing "Let It Go, Let It Go." Anyway, we drove. It's like a loop that you go through, and you can go back further. But it was some really, really neat looking old houses, and I kept driving by. You know that meme that the guy's kind of hanging out the side. What if that's haunted? I kept looking at these houses like that. I mean, they look like super old wood log cabins and stuff. I mean, I wanted to get out and say, "Excuse me, can I just look around in your house and see if there's anybody in here?" Yeah, no humans. I don't care about the humans.
Right. Yeah. Brandi and I went to. It's been a couple years ago. We went to Mineral Springs. Kathy says, "I'm in. Let's do it." But we went to Mineral Springs there in Alton, and man, that's a pretty crazy haunted place. And you've heard me talk about like demons are out there, but they're very far and few between. And I truly believe there is one in the basement of Mineral Springs. I get real dizzy and feel like I'm gonna pass out when one of those things are around.
Oh,
wow. And it's 5 flights of steps down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then you gotta walk up it.
Yeah.
And so we were down there for a while, and I told Brandi, I was like, "Let's go upstairs. We don't need to be messing with this crap down here, So we did, but that's the one place that there is a true demonic entity in.
Wow. Yeah, that's nasty. We'll stay away from that one though.
Yeah. Well, if you go, just don't go down 5 flights of stairs to the basement. Yeah. That's a creepy area anyway. That basement is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had actually, what we went to was before we were part of Haunted Souls. Dan had invited us to one of their events, and Brandi and I went over there and they were holding an event at Mineral Springs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we went over there and did it with them. So
yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's been several years ago though.
I wouldn't mind going on the Lemp Mansion, but the brewery part of it.
Oh yeah. Yep. That'd be cool.
The underground tunnels down there. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah. Yep. We definitely need to do that. Plan that one, and that'll be fun. And then we can do some lives and stuff from all those places. That's cool.
And didn't you say that there was a dogman sighting just right around the arch?
Downtown at the arch.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Sure was. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that, yeah. They said, I think they said it was like rummaging through a trash can or something, or trash dumpster or something like that.
Yeah. Or just on the street.
Yeah.
Right,
Downtown's not the cleanest place.
No, especially that area. Yeah.
No. The best place about down there is the old spaghetti factory.
Yeah. That's still there.
It's still there.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, I did too. I used to go as a kid. My grandma would take me.
I used to many drunk nights on the landing down there.
See, that was too far for us. We didn't ever go down that far.
Yeah, it was.
We're St. Charles kids.
Yeah. Pardon us while we reminisce about St. Louis.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. St. Louis used to be pretty cool. Honestly, it's really went to trash now. They used to down on the riverfront. They also used to have the only floating McDonald's. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
There was McDonald's on the boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they had, the Admiral used to float up and down the river for a little bit, and then it was a casino. Then there was what was the other? There was another boat that went up and down the Mississippi.
There was, but I don't remember what it was called.
I want to say Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
I don't know, but there, a boat that went up and down with dances on there and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore. But
can you imagine going down there for some of that, or, because like down on the landing, like Paul said, is, a bunch of like bars and stuff. So it's the 20, 30 somethings that go hit those places, at least nowadays. Could you imagine coming out of a bar and then you just look over and there's a dog man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
East St. Louis would love to stop for ribs. I would not stop in East St. Louis. Don't do it, Rob.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You don't want to do that.
No, you will get hurt.
I'll make you ribs. Don't stop in East St. Louis.
No.
Just come down to my house or we'll find another.
I think I even told Brian when he was going home, like, don't stop. Go 20 miles past St. Louis. Yeah.
I remember he sent me a message. Where's a good place, or where should I avoid in St. Louis? Like, just don't go north St. Louis, just in East St. Louis. Stay away from that.
Yep.
Go to, I think he ended up staying in Columbia.
He did.
So, yeah, he told me he was a couple blocks from Mizzou Stadium, and now he's a Mizzou fan. So, okay, works for me.
I told him he should have stayed right here in O'Fallon.
Yeah. I mean, there's hotels right by me. He could have followed us up to the thing and everything. So,
yep. It was cool, though.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. It was good.
Yeah. Do not stop in East St. Louis.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And the thing, so years ago, a friend of mine, we were taking the kids when they were little do you remember Our Lady of the Snow over in Illinois?
Oh, yeah.
And they did a light thing at Christmas. Mm-hmm. And so we went there, and my friend Moretta was driving, and she got off at the wrong exit. Next thing we know, we're in East St. Louis at a stop sign. And behind us came up a car really fast, and we're like freaking out. And it turned on the lights. It was a police officer. And, he could tell white women with a bunch of kids in a minivan, we were lost, And so we told him we were lost. And he said, follow me. I'll get you back to, and he did. Thank goodness. He was very nice. But that's my one and only story of East St. Louis.
I have to deliver there
over to help you out of the town.
Yeah, no, that's sad.
Yes.
I mean, glad that he did that, but that's
he
sad.
told us, he said, don't stop at any of the stop signs. He told us, run them.
Yeah. That happened to my wife when she was younger. She got same thing. She got lost over there, and I guess somebody saw her. I'm like, do not stop. Just get out of here. It had to have been a cop. Just go. Just don't worry about
their cops to look for, white people. And I'm not being prejudiced here at all, but it's the truth. Yeah. If you see them, pull them over and help them out of the town. Either they're lost or buying drugs.
Yeah.
Or prostitutes.
She wasn't a prostitute. Every now and then I have to deliver meat or something over to East St. Louis, but it's early in the morning or late morning, I figured, okay, all the criminals probably sound asleep still. So
Or not.
I haven't had many problems. So
Yeah, I
I
hear
haven't
you.
had any problems. So,
Yep.
but yeah,
Crazy stuff.
did that in Baltimore. Just go, do not stop. Yep.
Yep.
So, well, this has been fun. This has
Yeah,
been
it's
fun.
been
It
different.
went by awfully fast. Hour and
It,
25, and it went by pretty
yeah,
quick.
it did.
So
It really
yeah,
did.
yeah. So like we said, next Wednesday we'll have a Half-Inch Wrench crew on and have a good old time with them. And then I think I have a couple. I have Dr. Dean Bertram coming on too. I can't
Oh,
remember.
that'd be cool. I
Yeah.
really liked him.
I want, that was the bad thing about that I didn't get to do at the conference. I wanted to talk with more of the speakers more, and
Me too.
I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, I really didn't either.
And I hung out with Brent an awful lot, and he's really cool.
Yeah, I really like Brent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And of course, Brian and all the other guys. I mean, it
Oh,
was just a fun time. So,
it was.
but some of them I didn't get to talk as much to as I wanted to, but
Mhm.
so.
Yep. Heather's great too. She was great.
Yeah. Yep. And I didn't get to see any of the speakers except for Friday night actually speak. So,
Yeah. Yep.
oh well.
That's great.
All right, guys. Just a couple things that I wanted to remind everybody. I told Greg that we would do this. Make sure you check out if you're interested in going down to January 31st, the premiere of The Vanished. It's going to be a fantastic movie. The trailer looks awesome. Gardendale is going to be like a mini conference there. A lot of great speakers. I don't remember all the speakers, but it's going to be a great time down there. So, and most of us will be down there. So,
Absolutely.
So, all right. What do you guys got going on tomorrow? You're not going to be on the show tomorrow, are you?
No, I've got a work dinner that I'm doing, but I won't be on either show tomorrow.
Yeah.
So 4 Blondes. I'm not sure what the girls are talking about. And then tomorrow on Blondes and Booze, I thought you and Tex were coming on or something.
Me and Tex and Brandi, I think.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. You, Tex and Brandi.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be
so
fun.
whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So after tomorrow night, you'll be sick of me probably. So.
Appreciate you filling in.
Oh, no problem. And I won't be on 4 Blondes, but I will be helping the driver.
Behind the scenes.
I'll be back backstage.
Yeah.
And I'll let the girls do their thing.
Yeah. You'll be running the show
I'll be running the show.
Because we haven't quite taught Natalie and MaryLynn how to do it, and Brandi just can't do it from her phone. So
I've kind of showed Natalie how to do it. She could probably fumble her way through it.
Yeah.
But I'll be there just in case.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but no problem. But I'll be backstage waving and making faces at everybody trying to get them to break.
There you go. Cut the show. Oh, Kathy says I'm going to try for Alabama in January. Awesome.
Yes. Awesome. Cool. I mean, if not, either way, still come to St. Louis and we can have all kinds of fun stuff here.
Oh yeah. Well, the museum's going to be closed from December to like April 1st. So Kathy will get to do some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
They closed it for cleaning.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Knack.
Hey.
Glad everybody's just coming in as we're about to go off.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Thanks for staying up with us, and we're going to be on Wednesday nights 8:30 to 10 from now on. No more Saturday shows. So everybody have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow on 4 Blondes and One Mystery at a Time. I keep fumbling with that name.
Yep. Tomorrow be on it for brunch, him and Monica.
Yep. BMR and Monica on at noon Central Time.
Central.
And then 4 Blondes and then Blondes and Booze tomorrow night. Yep. Anybody on after you? After Blondes and Booze?
Monica changed her night to Sundays, so nope.
And no show on Friday.
No show on Friday.
All right. Is that the only night that we all have free?
Well, it is for this month because we'll go back to our Friday shows in November. Yeah. Right now we're not. We just got so much going on. We got so much kid stuff, man.
Yeah.
My kid's down at Trans World Dome this weekend.
I missed that.
It never ends. It never ends.
Yeah.
So, and she's
I do
still
miss that,
in
though.
practice. She's still out at practice. She's still not home.
My God.
I know. This is like hardcore stuff, man. They have them kids do.
I mean, you guys, your school was always in the top 10.
Oh yeah.
As far as band.
Honestly, I'm not bragging, but I'm bragging. They're kicking A. They really are. And my kid is the only one on the team that does flags, rifles, and sabers.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love doing all those, going to all those competitions and hearing all those.
Oh yeah, I enjoy them, and I do. I really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
I like going, and I like supporting the school and the family and the kids, and
so that's fun.
Yep, and of course the football games. I love the football games.
Oh, I miss going to the football games. Hearing the band, going to the football games, that was just fun.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Everybody have a great night. We will see you tomorrow. And let me hit the end stream. See you guys.